Welcome to our Middle East briefing program. Today, we start with a solemn but significant event. Hiroshima marks 79 years since the devastating atomic bombing, with the city's mayor emphasizing the need for global unity and dialogue to steer away from nuclear deterrence. As the world reflects on this tragic history, the urgency to prevent future nuclear conflicts becomes ever more pressing. Switching gears to the world of sports, France has secured a spot in the Olympic men's soccer final after a nail-biting 3-1 victory over Egypt. The match saw dramatic twists, including a late equalizer and a winning goal in extra time. Now, all eyes are on the upcoming final showdown against Spain, promising an electrifying clash for the gold medal. In other news, tensions are high in the Middle East as diplomats work tirelessly to de-escalate the situation between Israel and Iran following the killing of a senior Hamas leader. With the region on edge and the potential for a broader conflict looming, international efforts are focused on preventing further escalation and maintaining regional stability. Please stay tuned for the detailed coverage. Japan Times. As Hiroshima commemorated the 79th anniversary of its atomic bombing, Mayor Kazumi Matsui delivered a poignant speech rejecting the notion that military force and nuclear deterrence are necessary to resolve global conflicts. He emphasized the importance of not succumbing to pessimism, even amidst ongoing wars such as Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the Israel-Hamas conflict. Drawing inspiration from historical figures like Mikhail Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan, Matsui called for collective action and dialogue to overcome conflicts, urging global unity to influence leaders currently relying on nuclear deterrence to change their policies. Japan Times. In a thrilling Olympic men's soccer semi-final, host nation France, led by Thierry Henry, overcame a challenging match against Egypt to secure a spot in the final against Spain. The game, held in Lyon, saw Egypt take the lead through Mahmoud Saber just after the hour mark. However, France's Jean-Philippe Mateta equalized late in the match, forcing extra time. With Egypt's Omar Fayed sent off, Mateta seized the opportunity to score again, ensuring France's 3-1 victory and setting the stage for an exciting final showdown with Spain, who narrowly defeated Morocco 2-1. New York Times. Tensions in the Middle East escalated as diplomats scrambled to prevent a wider war following the killing of senior Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, an act attributed to Israel by both Iran and Hamas. This incident has heightened fears of a broader regional conflict, with Israel already engaged in a fierce war with Hamas in Gaza. Israel's defense minister, Yoav Gallant, emphasized the need for readiness, including a swift transition to offense if necessary. In response to the threats from Iran and its proxies, the U.S. Defense Secretary, Lloyd J. Austin III, has ordered additional combat aircraft and missile-shooting warships to the region, underscoring the gravity of the situation. Yahoo US. Auburn's football team finds itself just outside the initial US LBM coaches poll, receiving 25 votes but not quite making the top 25. As one of 12 SEC teams to earn at least one vote, Auburn's schedule includes facing 6 teams recognized in the poll, with 5 of those being in the top 25. Starting on September 28, Auburn will face a daunting stretch of 4 consecutive ranked opponents, including a home game against Oklahoma, number 16, and road games against Georgia, number 1, Missouri, number 11, and Kentucky. The season will close with tough matchups against Texas A&M, number 20, and Alabama, number 5. The full poll sees Georgia leading with 1,364 points and 46 first-place votes, followed by Ohio State and Oregon. Yahoo US. In the latest news roundup, Iraq's Ain al-Assad Air Base hosting U.S. and international forces was struck by 2 Katyusha rockets, with no immediate reports of casualties or damage. Hurricane Debby, which made landfall in Florida as a Category 1 storm, has been downgraded to a tropical storm, with at least 4 deaths confirmed. The stock market experienced a significant pullback due to economic concerns and Wall Street repositioning. In a landmark decision, a federal judge ruled that Google has illegally maintained monopolies in search and text advertising markets, violating the Sherman Act. The Supreme Court declined to intervene in Missouri's lawsuit related to former President Trump's hush money case. In Bangladesh, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina resigned following deadly clashes with police. The judge overseeing Trump's election interference case denied his motion to dismiss but left room for a renewed motion. Additionally, 2 special prosecutors plan to charge a former Kansas police chief with obstruction of justice. Yahoo US. Researchers from the University of Michigan's Notion Archaeological Project have uncovered a hoard of gold coins from the Persian Empire in western Turkey. The coins, featuring a kneeling archer, are identified as derricks, used from the late 6th century BC until Alexander the Great's conquest. Found in a pot buried under a house in the ancient Greek city of Notion, the coins were likely stored for safekeeping and never retrieved due to some misfortune. Andrew Meadows from Oxford University hailed the find as of the highest importance, noting that the coins will help map the derrick's timeline and provide significant historical insight. The discovery underscores the turbulent history of Notion, a military hotspot during the Persian Empire's reign. Yahoo US, Guram Kutateladze celebrated a triumphant return to the octagon with a unanimous decision victory over Jordan Vucinic at UFC on ABC 7 in Abu Dhabi, marking his first win in nearly 4 years. The bout was a closely contested affair, with Kutateladze narrowly edging out Vucinic in strikes, 87-81, and both fighters demonstrating strong defensive skills by stuffing multiple takedowns. Reflecting on the fight, Kutateladze emphasized the importance of flexibility and adjustments in his training, which helped him adapt to the last-minute opponent change. He expressed satisfaction with the win but acknowledged the need for continuous improvement. Kutateladze, who aims to climb the ranks and secure a spot in the top 15, top 10, and eventually the top 5, hopes to return to the octagon within 3 to 4 months, depending on medical clearance. BBC, in a tense and volatile Middle East, several U.S. personnel were injured in a suspected rocket attack on the Al-Assad airbase in Iraq. The attack, which involved 2 Katyusha rockets, came amid heightened tensions following the killings of senior leaders of Hamas and Hezbollah. U.S. officials are still assessing the damage and have not identified the perpetrators. The incident follows a U.S. defensive strike last week against militants preparing drone attacks. The region has been on edge since the death of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, allegedly by Israeli forces, and the killing of a top Hezbollah commander in Beirut. Iran's Revolutionary Guard has accused Israel, with U.S. support, of Haniyeh's death, further inflaming the situation. The Al-Assad base, a frequent target of Iranian-backed militias, has been used by the U.S. since 2004 and has seen visits from former presidents George W. Bush and Donald Trump. New York Times, a rocket attack on the Ain al-Assad air base in Iraq's western desert injured several U.S. troops, echoing previous assaults by Iran-backed groups. The attack, which struck inside the base's perimeter, occurred amid escalating regional tensions following the deaths of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran and Hezbollah commander Fuad Shukr in Beirut. While Israel claimed responsibility for Shukr's death, it remained silent on Haniyeh's killing, which Iranian officials attributed to Israel. The Iranian government has warned of retaliatory attacks involving its proxy forces, including Hezbollah and Iraqi militants. The region remains on high alert, reminiscent of Iran's April attack on Israel following the deaths of senior Revolutionary Guards in Syria. The al-Assad base, frequently targeted by Iranian-backed militias, houses about 2,500 U.S. troops and has been a strategic site since the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Yahoo US, the swirling rumors of Brandon Ayuk being traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers have been momentarily quelled, as NFL insider Jordan Schultz reports that the San Francisco 49ers are not close to finalizing any trade for their all-pro receiver. Despite engaging in recent discussions with several teams, the 49ers have yet to reach a conclusive decision. NBC Sports Bay Area's Matt Miyako suggests an increased likelihood of Ayuk being traded, but nothing appears imminent as the star receiver continues to negotiate a contract extension with the team. Ayuk had previously requested a trade on July 16 before joining training camp, where he has been a sideline observer and active in team meetings. The future remains uncertain, but for now, Ayuk stays put in San Francisco. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the TV screen, see the world unseen. China's on the news tonight, history in the spotlight. Scroll through my phone again, find out where to begin. Stories from the east to west, learning from the very best. News in China every day, learning in a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Ancient tales in modern times, mountains high and river rhymes, culture rich in every town, golden driving never down. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word. China story always heard. News in China every day, learning a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word. China story